Today is going to be the first day of work, which means that I will show you what is it like in the exhibition, behind the scene in a way. You really see the construction of the booth and all that, and I mean the setup and all that. Like I said, this trade show was a little bit neater and cleaner than its usual, so I have a bit high hopes for this trade show in general because so far the work they've done is pretty impressive, and you know, for a pretty small exhibition, I think it was pretty classy the way they do things. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking right now and maybe gonna, like I said, I'm gonna maybe have some early breakfast and kind of just get on my day with it. Having my breakfast alone today, which means I get to vlog a little bit and comment it. So this is my usual breakfast bread. There's some juice, some milk. I have no idea what is that. Maybe I'll try that tomorrow. Cereal and cheese. There used to be a platter of ham here, but I guess it's finished by the time I got here. Fruits, and I think this is usually scrambled egg. Let's see if there's anything different. Nope. Woo! Steam. A scrambled egg, as usual. Chocolate milk, milk chocolate, coffee, jams, butter, and some rolls. Same thing every day, as usual. So it's actually a pretty nice view. It's a nice cafeteria. It's quite gorgeous to wake up to this and have a breakfast at this patio. Definitely wish the food is a little bit different, unique every day, or at least a bit more variety, but you know what, you pay what you get, I guess. First day of work, let's go. I'm gonna take a walk here because it's very cold. It's freezing. I did not expect it to be this cold. So yeah, just take a walk around here, and it's actually pretty quiet for the first day of the trade show. I think it's because the World Cup is currently today. I think Colombia is versus England. So because of that, a lot of people are not really at work. They're all at home watching the World Cup, I guess. I'm now looking around for food because it's almost lunchtime. Kind of report back to my boss to see what are the options to eat. Not hungry yet though. I'm just really, like, breathing is just really difficult. I'm just breathing really hard. I think being in a cold, windy environment doesn't help. So yeah, I'm gonna continue look around, and then we shall update you maybe tonight after the show is done, because I really do not want to vlog in front of potential customers. So yeah, we shall see you then. I found a food court and finally managed to settle down. Just ordered my lunch, kind of waiting for it to be. But in the meantime, since I'm alone, I guess I could do a bit of vlog and kind of just update what happened so far, because some interesting stuff has happened. Sorry, I'm a bit conscious about me vlogging in very public spaces, very public. The day kind of started with our interpreter coming in, and I had to get a badge for him. So the badge that was given to me yesterday, I kind of lost it. I don't really know what happened to it. So I need to talk to the floor manager and managed to get 2 more new badges for free. And it wasn't easy. It was, I won't say it's hard, but it definitely took me a longer process. I was kind of running up and down. I was kind of panicking because I did lost the exhibitor pass, which means that it is my fault. So I was a bit worried on that. After that's kind of what happened in the morning, and I guess it didn't start out well in general. And it is my fault. I'm not going to deny that. A bit of a panic situation, especially on the first day. But overall, I managed to handle that pretty well. But then after that, the rest of the show was kind of slow, but it wasn't too bad, you know, considering that we weren't expecting much traffic. There were definitely a few people arrive at our booth. But my biggest issue is that I can't speak Spanish. So a lot of the work was done by the interpreter, and in a way I felt a little bit helpless. I wish I could say a little bit more. I wish I could add more information, but most of the time I don't even know what's the exchange. Our interpreter does a very good job in kind of dealing with the customer on our behalf. So that was pretty good on his part, but for me I felt a bit useless, and it was just very overwhelming because I'm not, it doesn't feel good, you know. It doesn't feel like when you go to work you want to work, you know. at least for me. I don't want to be just useless. I just feel very useless right now, and I wish I could be more productive. My food is not. I thought my food is bad, but it's not. So anyway, see how it is the next day. So I have no idea what this is, but it looks like a local food, and I always like to try like local food when I'm in a foreign country. But this, I think this is meat. I can't tell. And I'm not sure what is this. I think that's avocado. it's kind of funny. But I'm gonna dig in and maybe it tastes good. But at least it's hot. Like right now, I just need something hot because I'm freezing. Guys, having breakfast alone again because I think my partner pretty much just gave up on the breakfast. It's very repetitive. He's going downstairs into a coffee shop instead. It's a pretty good coffee shop though, so I might go there tomorrow for breakfast instead because I am kind of bored of eating this all day, every day. But yeah, I just want to update you guys a little bit on what happened yesterday because after I end the vlog, a couple of things happened, but I was just too tired to do any vlogs. But pretty much, as I mentioned, the show ends at 8. But at 6 o'clock, we had like a cocktail party or something like that. It was an opening ceremony with wines and champagnes and little foods and all that. So we were invited and we decided to just go for it. I didn't really understand most of the speech. So we returned back to our booth at about 7:30 PM, and by then the hall was just dead. You know, everyone was either at the reception at the event or mourning the fact that Colombia lost to England because you could hear the whole crowd cheering. I wanted to vlog about it, but then the cheer was so inconsistent. There was groans and moans. It was like thundering. The whole hall was thundering with like expressions. It was a pretty interesting experience for me because I never felt that before. So decided to pack up from then and kind of just go for dinner. And by the time I reached my hotel room, it was already 9 PM. 9:30 PM actually, and I was really tired. I was so tired. Jet lag is still a thing for me. It's not too bad, but it's still a thing, and with the altitude in Colombia is making me really exhausted. But I had work. And the reason why I want to add this clip is because I kind of want to remind people that when I do travel, it's not all fun. It's really work till the end of night. So I need to send some emails, need to read some emails, then I need to do some research on some customers that we're meeting tomorrow, and that took me about 2 hours. So when I mentioned at 9:30 I was really tired, imagine 11:30 I was like just couldn't even brush my teeth because I was just so exhausted. But I did. That didn't come out right, but I did brush my teeth. I kind of just forced myself. But once I dropped on the bed, I just fell asleep. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my juice and we will get back to work. It's 1 PM right now and I'm going off for a quick lunch. And today has been pretty busy, and it's a good busy. It's not overwhelming busy, so it's usually the nice combination where it's this kind of crowd. It's also not too cold today, which is it's a very good day in general. And we started off with one customer from Netherlands, which is great because he can speak English, and it felt so good to be able to converse in English and kind of say what I want to say without having to rely on the interpreter too much. It was, so far, today has been a great day. But one thing I want to mention in this clip is that I'm having a lot of problems understanding the currency in Colombia because everything's in millions and then they have a lot of little small change. And normally the most convenient thing is just to whip out a big note and kind of hope they give me a good change. But a lot of times they give me this 2 million pesos. So I don't really understand how does this work because we do have a note because I know it's not 2 million. I know it's 2 mil, but it's actually not 2 million. It's definitely less than that. And I definitely have notes which says 2,000 pesos. So I don't know, is this supposed to be 2,000 pesos or something else? Because we also have 200 peso shillings. So there are different notes for it. So I don't really know what does this mean. Does this mean 200 pesos or 2,000 pesos? Because I have coins and notes for those amounts. Maybe we're gonna ask my interpreter later and kind of get a bit of clarification because I'm getting more and more 2 mil pesos and I do not know what to do with it. It's really funny. It's 4:30 PM and the show is still going on. Not sure if you can see. Okay, there it is. It's kind of simmered down a little bit and I'm a bit exhausted, but it's a good exhaustion. It's kind of a work exhaustion as compared to yesterday. It's more like bored exhaustion. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day, but I'm taking a little short break. I told my partner I'm going to the washroom and I did, but I kind of found this little quiet place when there's no one around, so I could, you know, do a bit of vlog, and maybe this will be my vlog space. It's still pretty awkward because there are people like walking to my right. I kind of just want to end today with a pretty positive note. We don't really know where we're going today for dinner, all that, because we don't have much time. One good news we learned is that apparently the show ends at 7. The call closes at 8, but visitors will stop coming in at 7 onwards. They will close the visitation gate, and that's a good news for us, which means that we can leave at 7. You know, it's 1 hour early. You know, give us some time to take a walk. You know, look around the city nearby, and maybe kind of look around for some good dinner instead of always finding what's nearby. So yeah, that's good news. And right now it's 4:30 p.m. so that's about 2.5 more hours to go. So yeah, can't wait. Guys, it's about 7:45 a.m. It's still a bit early, so I'm whispering. Yeah, I'm going to the coffee shop Oma downstairs, which I mentioned yesterday, for breakfast. So Oma is actually more like a Starbucks, I guess. It's kind of a cheaper version of Starbucks. I know the more famous Starbucks version in Colombia is Juan Valdez, and I haven't drank Juan Valdez yet, but I did pass by and it smells really good. Maybe I have the opportunity later. So I have no idea what I just ordered. It's something, I don't know, she mentioned something about tinto or something like that. Apparently there was option for the set lunch, the set breakfast I chose. But yeah, remember I said that Colombians have been pretty hospitable? Yeah, she's not so much. For some reason, she seems to hate me a lot. I don't know why. I've rarely come here. But anyway, today is the third day for the trade show, which it's getting a bit tiring, you know. Usually about this time you kind of want to just go home and be done with it, and this show is no different. Even though it's a pretty good show, I'm still being exhausted. I kind of want to be done and go home. Yeah, yesterday we actually pack up at about, it's about 7, you know, like I mentioned, we managed to go early, and we managed to go to a shopping mall. We have enough time to go to a shopping mall, a pretty famous, I think it's the 4th biggest shopping mall in Colombia. Start with Gran, Estacion, something like that. Maybe I'll try to find the right name for it. We had something called Crepes and Waffles, which apparently is, I don't know, according to my partner who's from US, he said that it's very similar to Cheesecake Factory. I never tried Cheesecake Factory, but it was really nice. I wouldn't mind going back there again, maybe not in this trip, maybe one day when I come back to Colombia, or if nearby the region and they do have it, I don't mind trying it again. But yeah, can't wait for today to end, so that last day will be tomorrow. It's turning 11 a.m. right now, and I'm going for a conference, which is kind of exciting because I'm taking a long way walk because it's more quiet, easier for me to vlog, and it's always exciting to go for conference, especially for this, because it makes report writing a lot easier when your information is all very centralized. So yeah, we're going there. Hopefully it's not too boring. My partner went yesterday. He says it's interesting. Hopefully it is, because I'm joining 2 more conferences tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna go there and maybe there's some free food. Just finished with the conference, and it's pretty informative, but a lot of the information are already things I've already know before I came to Colombia. But it's still good to, you know, kind of refresh a little bit and kind of confirm what I know and all that. So yeah, now I'm going back to my booth because we are one of my trades representative is coming over, and you know, we usually treat these kind of people as the VIPs and all that, so I just need to rush back there and kind of greet him a little bit, you know, to say hi, because I've been contacting him through emails, never seen him face to face yet, so this will be fun. So I'm probably going to sign off here right now because there's really nothing interesting going to happen, at least I don't think so. we're gonna have dinner back at I can't pronounce it. It's a shopping mall which we went yesterday. Because we really like the Crepes and Waffle restaurant. We might go back there again, but our interpreter recommends somewhere else, so we'll see. You know, I might get some clips there, I might not. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off here right now for tonight because I don't think there's anything else new, and we shall see you tomorrow because I'm excited for this show to end. So yeah, I'm just tired. I'm just really exhausted. You know, this is a part of time where I'm just done with Trisha. I want to go back to Malaysia. But anyway, it ends.
Los sentimientos que tengo le entrego de corazón.
Good morning guys, it's about 9:15 a.m. and it's the last day of the trade show, so I'm very excited. I can't really tired, can't wait to go back home. Yeah, kind of just want to start this vlog with just saying that this is the last day and really excited. There's a couple of things we need to do. I'm attending a conference again, maybe in the evening, and I'm going to go out for a while. So today's variation of breakfast is cornflakes instead of your regular oats, which I really like that. I think it's finished. Then we have fruits with strawberries on top, so I guess we just have some strawberries and eggs with bacon, I think, ham. I don't know, we never had this before, so yeah, I guess it's something new. Bread with no butter. Yep, very new. Hey guys, it's about 11:30 a.m. right now and I'm taking a short break because I'm just exhausted. You know, not today, but exhausted about the show in general. The fourth day is usually very tiring. Thank goodness the last day is usually pretty slow, and it is pretty slow today compared to the last 3 days. And even though it's not good for business, it is kind of good to kind of, you know, I don't know what's the word, but kind of like, you know, relax today. You know, you don't have the same energy as you had the last 3 days. And you know, it's not just our booth, pretty much the whole show is kind of much slower, and you can see the energy is just pretty much dropped. It's not as exciting as it used to be. The agenda for today is that aside from the conference, which I'm supposed to attend, we're going to do a bit of market intelligence because since everyone is kind of like bored and tired, you know, it's not just our booth, everyone as well. It's the best time to get some information, to talk, to look at competitor, look at the market and kind of the industry and to see, you know, where can we place ourselves, where, you know, kind of just gathering information. And usually at this time people are more willing to talk because they're no longer focusing on doing business. They're more focusing on just trying to, you know, survive the day and try to, you know, live this last day with, you know, a positive note, and hopefully by chit-chatting it can help benefit both of us. Anyway, we're gonna continue back to work. I'm not supposed to take a break, but you know what, whatever. I'm tired, so let's go. So it's about 5:30 p.m. right now and people have started packing. It's usually like this, you know, the show kind of ends in 2 hours. It's pretty normal to see people started packing, you know, everyone's trying to catch their flight, catch their bus or whatever. And you know, like I mentioned earlier today, you don't really see a lot of traffic on the last day, so there's really not much reason to stay on the booth sometimes. My god, it's completely empty. But normally I might, depending on my partner, you know, when he wants to leave, but sometimes we'll stay up to 7 p.m, you know, depending on traffic, or you know, we might pack up early. It's really up to him. It's 6 p.m. and you can see everything is empty. We just finished the show, so pretty exciting. You can see there's nothing at all. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna drop our stuff. We packed out a little bit earlier, about 30 minutes earlier, so we're gonna drop our stuff at the hotel, and then we're gonna go for a nice dinner. Because it's about time to enjoy a little bit in Colombia and kind of be done with all the work.